Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Finn, or yet another gaming fail, and today we're here with another DCS mission editor video. This is my new series called 5 Minute Missions, and today we're going to make a mission in under 5 minutes, and that includes the intro as well, so it will be 5 minutes. So first of all, we're going to start off by placing down a carrier. We're going to want the Abraham Lincoln. I'm going to call this CSG for Carrier Strike Group, and we're just going to do CVN 72 in the unit name here. That will be the name of our carrier group as you see it when you spawn in. So just going to click and add 2 waypoints up here, and that will be the waypoints for our carrier to follow as he moves along. Then we're going to come back down here to our tacker, and we're just going to call it AL for Abraham Lincoln, and then AL for Abraham Lincoln there, and I'm going to make it channel 14, and then make sure that it's set to the correct one here. And we're also going to add in on our perform command here, we're going to add activate ICLS, like that, CVN here, and then AL there for Abraham Lincoln again, and then just going to do 14. So that's our carrier that's all placed in. The next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need some more units to go in here as well. So we're just going to come down, give ourselves 2 Arleigh Burkes, and then let's get 2 Hazard Parry class destroyers in as well. So just going to come in, space it out by about 2.5 miles, so about there, and then about 2.5 miles on the other side, so just about there. And then let's draw a diagonal line out and across and bring that into there, and then do the same thing again and to the front like this, and that should give us plenty of space there for takeoff and landing, etc. So that is our carrier strike group. Next thing we're going to need is the planes that we're going to fly. So I'm just going to click here, and that will give us our fighter aircraft. So just going to scroll down here, find FA-18C Lot 20, player aircraft like that. We're going to rename this. This is going to be player, like that. We're going to just come into our loadouts here. Let's change the livery. I'm going to pick one of my liveries because I like it. It's not going to be accurate to the real world, but hey ho, who cares? Just going to lower the amount of internal fuel a little bit because I think it'll be cool to make us hit the tanker on the way out. So that's all right there. We're just going to make sure that we're set to client. We're going to add in a second aircraft, and then we're going to switch this one over to trained. We're going to rename that to wingman, like that, and that's that there. Cool. And then we're going to just change the call sign to Hornet 21, and then what we'll do, come down here, take off from ramp. We're going to add another waypoint in here. We're just going to add it to this grid reference, and then we're going to quickly just punch us up to 25,000 feet at a rate of 350 knots like that, and I think that's all good there. Okay, so that's our player aircraft and our carrier that's in there. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to come down to Rio Grande down here. We're just going to hit fighter aircraft here again. We're going to come down, we're going to rename it, and it's going to be Fighter Sweep Intercept, like that. Okay. We're going to just quickly switch it down to Argentina down here. We're going to come down and also select the Mirage F1CE. We're going to set them to be trained because otherwise they have hacks. And then we're just going to call this one Mirage 1, and then copy it, and then we're going to have Mirage 2 there, and that's his friend. And then let's just change his call sign slightly. Okay, all good. Let's just make sure that they both have the correct livery on, correct loadout on there even, and I think that'll be all good. Okay, and now we're going to do take off from ramp. We're going to do add, and then we're going to fly them out to this box. Then we're just going to hit perform task, orbit, like that, all good. And then we're just going to set them to a 25,000 feet orbit at 350 knots just to be sure, and just we'll also come in and do that in the waypoint so that they are doing the correct airspeed, etc. Alright, so we spent 4 minutes doing this. Let's just do a minute more, just adding some extra stuff in. So let's quickly come in here to planes. Let's go to AWACS, and let's add in an E2D. Let's make him a veteran because it doesn't really matter. Let's add him in at 30,000 feet here. It'll probably cap us out, so let's actually go to 22,000 feet like this. Let's make him fly about 300 knots, and then let's just hit add here, hit add, hit perform task, hit orbit, and now he's orbiting. Let's make sure that he orbits at a decent speed, otherwise he's going to fall out of the sky, and that's alright there. Okay, and then the last thing that we're going to do quickly is we're going to add in a tanker. So we're going to just come over here, we're going to do, where is it, refueling, like that. Then we're going to do the MPRS tanker. We're going to, in fact, let's not do the MPRS tanker, let's do the S3B tanker, doesn't matter. Let's put him in at 18,000 feet. Let's put him in at let's put him in at 260 knots. no, actually, let's go for 300 knots. Why not? Add, like that. Then come down to the bottom here, do an add waypoint here, add advanced waypoint actions, perform command, switch waypoint back to 0, and then we just move him into the box that we want him to fly. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the mission. Just over 5 minutes, but I think it's created exactly what you want to see. So we have a set of player aircraft which you can take off. You got an AI wingman, flies you over to this box over here for Intercept, and then you meet up with an enemy Mirage that you're going to dogfight with, or take out, or do whatever it is that you think you're going to do with it. You've got a KC, well, not a KC, but a refueling S3B tanker, and then you've also got an AWACS plane to manage your Intercept. That's the very basics of it, ladies and gents. I hope that was interesting to you. That's the core of the mission. We'll be doing more missions like these in the future, but thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye.